When searching for a home in the countryside, it's important to get your priorities right.
We'd like to have somewhere where we can go for a crafty pint on a Friday evening and not have to drive home again.
That's my kind of life in the countryside, absolutely.
And here on Escape to the Country, we always aim to please.
You wanted to be close to the pub.
Hey.
There's your bar. I'm speechless.
But the setting has got to hit the mark too.
Oh, my goodness.
We like?
Oh,
That's amazing.
really, I'm blown away.
And when it's all rolled into one, it could be job done.
You see, I can just see it.
I really want to make it happen.
Yorkshire. Countless adjectives can be used to describe the region's outstanding beauty. Lush, vivid, mesmerising, to name but a few. And words also play a big part in Yorkshire's identity.
Well, here in the UK, we are no strangers to unusual place names. We all know at least one or two. And here, given the size of Yorkshire, no surprise, there are more than enough to choose from. So if you fancy a laugh in Giggleswick, or indeed want to enjoy a quiet drink in Booze, this could be the place for you. And when you're done with all that, why not have a wander through Crackpot?
North Yorkshire has no end of picturesque scenery, with the Yorkshire Dales one of its brightest stars. Covering almost 700 square miles, the National Park is home to some 24,000 lucky residents, along with numerous mountains whose towering dimensions create sweeping green valleys.
I love going into the Dales. I love to birdwatch. There's loads of bird life up there, lots of nice, quaint little villages, pretty cottages. Yeah, it's a great place.
The silver grey of the York stone creates a lively contrast to the emerald backdrop of the Dales, named after their rivers, with villages like picture-perfect Burnsall in Wharfdale, a hotspot for tying the knot.
The North Yorkshire Dales, everywhere you look there's a lovely view. And there are so many beautiful market towns and nice people, and it's quiet. It's just absolutely right. Can't beat it, really.
Today's buyers have been holidaying here in the Yorkshire Dales for 40-odd years, and I now think, as indeed clearly do they, that the time has now come to make a more permanent move here. But when you look around at this stunning landscape, it does beg a question. Why on earth has it taken them so long?
Hi, I'm Tony.
Hi, and I'm Sharon.
We moved up from the east coast of Suffolk 27 years ago to here in the East Midlands.
It was Tony's job as a sales director that took them from Suffolk to Stanwick in Northamptonshire. But now both he and teaching assistant Sharon are retired, they want to run for the hills. Literally.
For many years we were keen rock climbers and hill walkers, both in this country and in Europe.
And we actually promised ourselves that when the time was right, we would move into the hills of Yorkshire Dales. When I'm in the hills, I take a deep breath, drop the shoulders and relax, and it's just such a lovely feeling. I think it's just where we love to be.
Our son is currently living in Yorkshire. Our daughter has got a hankering to move to Wales. So we hope that if we find the ideal property, that they'll come and join us at times to come and enjoy the countryside with us.
But there's a key member of the family that will be joining them on their move.
I think I better show you how much Lily likes to play with her tennis balls. She does enjoy having a play.
But walks with Lily away from the house are a little more risky.
So here we are, about 10 minutes away from home. We're going to one of our favourite walking sites, Stanwick Lakes.
But as you can see, we're actually having to negotiate the rather busy A45 traffic before we can actually get across.
So having negotiated the road, here we are in Stanwick Lakes. It is a lovely place to walk, but very, very flat. So it's the hills for us, the Yorkshire Dales. We know we can get the seclusion, we know we can get the peace and quiet, we can also get the hills we really crave.
For their budget of £500,000, they're after a semi-detached or detached traditional property with character, 2 to 3 bedrooms and an enclosed garden for Lily. They'd like access to amenities and, most importantly, the hills.
I never tire of this landscape. Absolutely gorgeous. And the thing I love about Sharon and Tony's story is that clearly over so many decades they've formed a genuine emotional attachment to this part of the world. And I think for anybody looking to escape to the country, having that emotional connection with where you want to spend the rest of your life is so important. And I am delighted to be riding alongside them as we try and turn their long-held hopes into reality.
But before we pull on our hiking boots, we're catching up in the countryside of this classic Dale setting.
Well, Tony, Sharon, welcome to Escape to the Country and welcome back to Yorkshire. It's almost as if the waiting is over because you've been dreaming about this genuinely, haven't you? For so many decades.
We've always had this hankering to come back to the hills and enjoy the hills.
The time is right. We've been living in our house now for 27 years, which was the practical house. And now we've retired, we can actually make it our time, our home that we want to love and be able to move to and enjoy what we love doing as well.
Yeah, we're looking for something that's got character. You know, we're living in a 1980s house, and that's not what we're looking for now. You know, we want something that fits the landscape.
It begs an interesting question, doesn't it? What's more important, the location or the property?
I think we'd probably both say location.
Location, definitely, yeah.
Are we talking about being in the middle of nowhere or are we looking for access to a thriving community?
We'd like to have somewhere where we can go for a crafty pint on a Friday evening and not have to drive home again. So.
That's my kind of life in the countryside, absolutely. Right, I've got it. Picture it now. Well, I am very excited to be here. I love property shopping in Yorkshire, in particular this, the Dales. And look, it's not raining. Who said it always rains in Yorkshire? Come on, let's go and see what we can find.
Thank you.
We're starting our house hunt in the village of Washton on the outer fringes of the Dales. Some say the origin of the family name of the first US President, George Washington, comes from this pretty village. If residents venture a mile and a half or so up the road to the larger village of Ravensworth, they can prop up the bar or have a bite to eat in the family-run pub. And for more variety, the market town of Richmond is just a short bus ride away. Back in Washton, we're making our way to the semi-detached Yorkshire stone cottage we're here to see.
OK, so what do we think?
Oh, it's just amazing. Is it the whole thing?
It's the whole thing. Originally 2 cottages, but more recently knocked together into one, hence you've got 2 doors.
It's got great character. It looks fantastic.
It really is beautiful. It's so quiet as well.
And the peace is lovely. Yeah,
I can hear the sheep. I can't wait to go in.
Right then, well, to get there, we're going to have to go up that little path.
OK.
Come with me.
The green is lovely there as well.
Yes, isn't it?
This period cottage has delivered the exterior charm Sharon and Tony seem to be after. And inside, well, it's a splendid marriage of old and new, perfectly displayed in the living-cum-dining area.
It's really beautiful.
Come in, Tony.
OK. I mean, it's just all of this modern stuff inside what's the traditional stone outside.
The space as well.
Yeah.
Isn't it lovely? The original range.
Beautiful.
Preserved there. And I really love what they've done with the understairs space there as a reading room for their daughter.
Oh, that's so sweet.
That's actually going to be a den for our dog.
It's lovely.
Sweet, isn't it? Coming through to the living room. This is gorgeous.
I thought that was the living room.
No. You've got a choice.
This is beautiful. It's showing how the 2 properties were knocked into one to then open it all up.
And the beams. One of Sharon's concerns was, well, you've got a beamed property, is how dark it could be inside. But this isn't.
Come through here. Here's the dining end of this, which connects it to the kitchen, which is a whopper.
Oh, my word.
Wow.
That's wonderful. We both enjoy being in the kitchen and both enjoy cooking and baking. Is this an extension?
It is, yeah. Cleverly, what they've done is they've blocked up the original windows at that end of the kitchen because behind it is now the utility room, which contains all the washers, dryers, etc., and downstairs loo down there as well. Now, I know you suggested that a minimum 2 bedrooms would kind of be enough because you are downsizing, this is all about you, the kids have moved on. But of course, they are going to come and visit you in your new home, which is why it's very handy that this one has not 2 bedrooms, but 4.
Oh!
Come and have a look.
One floor up, there's a spacious family bathroom.
Oh, wow. It's so clean and bright, and I love these tiles.
Which serves 3 equally bright bedrooms, a good-sized double, a slightly smaller one, and finally, the principal.
Oh my, wonderful size, oh my word. But that's amazing. Little feature fireplace there as well.
There's a couple of these in the building, again, revealing its history and its age.
This is amazing, absolutely amazing.
And the views out that window again, fantastic.
Well, the views are even better from 1 floor up.
Beams.
Oh my word.
Where the attic has recently been converted into bedroom number 4.
I mean, you can see why it'd be a guest room, but you debate whether you have it yourself.
It's so lovely. It is just like your own little domain, isn't it?
Moving outside, the cottage garden has been divided into zones. There's a seating area beyond the kitchen and stone steps leading to a secluded lawn with the main garden sitting above that.
So as you can see, you wind your way up from that little patio there to this.
Oh, wow.
It also comes with this little arbour area, bit of all-weather seating, and this. Ever seen one of these before?
No, and I'm intrigued.
Most often, they're sold as barbecue huts, as saunas. This one, however, is a first for me, because this one is aimed to the rabbits.
Oh! I didn't expect that.
Look at those two. Hello.
Oh, look.
Hello, everybody. Obviously, the garden, not conventional, I suppose. Would there be enough here?
That's probably the only concern I got, but there's enough room here to have the dog running back and forth for a ball.
But the house is so beautiful, you sometimes think, can we make it work?
Because everything else is just amazing.
OK, before it opens up upon us from the heavens, let's talk about what you think this might be on the market for super quickly. Go, sir.
475.
£475,000.
I think more than that. 490.
£490,000.
Yes.
Yeah. It's only been on the market a week, and it is currently offers over 500,000.
Actually, I nearly said 500,000 because I thought it was going to be at the top of the budget.
I mean, I've had a conversation with the owner. As long as it starts with a 5.
OK.
Oh, that's really
So
good
it's in
thought.
budget.
I think it's doable.
Priced at offers over £500,000, this period stone cottage comes with a large kitchen diner, 2 reception rooms, 4 bedrooms and a multi-level cottage garden. It's located in a quiet village within walking distance of a pint.
This exceeds my expectations. It's very modern, which we love, but it's still got the outside character of a stone cottage, which is just fantastic.
The house itself was absolutely tremendous. A little bit concerned about the size of the garden, but I think it's something that we would probably be able to overcome because the property itself is just everything I would have wanted. It's beautiful.
The Dales and its surrounds are chock full of gorgeous towns and villages. And with Richmond within arm's reach, we've brought Sharon and Tony to have a wander round.
Look at the view as well.
It's really lovely.
Fantastic view of the church.
Located in Swaledale, the historic market town is dubbed Gateway to the Dales. With the River Swale snaking through, Richmond lies in the shadow of the town's imposing Norman castle.
The castle.
Cafes around there as well. Really nice.
Now, Richmond isn't unique in name. In fact, there are over 100 Richmonds the world over, but this beauty is the original, founded in 1071 by the Normans.
So Richmond is a beautiful town, beautiful Georgian architecture, cobbled streets, cobbled marketplace, beautiful waterfalls, riverside walks. It's a real beautiful town.
And yet it's very serene standing further up there. It's fantastic.
It's also very wet, both in and out of the water today. And someone who enjoys being outside whatever the weather is Paul Brooks, chair of the Swaledale Outdoor Club.
Hi,
Hello.
Hi. Sorry, it's a bit of a damp day. It's not always like this, don't worry.
Oh, it's excellent.
It's a beautiful spot.
Yeah, lovely spot, yeah.
What's the walking like here?
The walking's fabulous round here. All the Yorkshire Dales, they're all different. They all have their own characters. But I think Swaledale is up there with the best.
We used to do a lot of rock climbing, but we also do enjoy walking along, climbing crags. Is there anywhere like that around here that we could access?
There are some good crags, and there's a quarry not far away, Downham Quarry, which is used reasonably regularly. I'm the chair of Swaledale Outdoor Club. Been a member of the club for 30 years. Take part in a range of a lot of activities. I do caving, climbing, walking, skiing, and the club is based in Richmond. We have our headquarters in Richmond.
So you would definitely recommend Richmond as a hub?
Well, I've never moved. I've lived here all my life. I love the outdoors, and I've never moved anywhere else because it's such a good hub to do lots of things.
Maybe it's best to save the great outdoors for another day and seek shelter amongst the streets here, full of thriving independent shops and cafes. Or even better, head indoors to the town's old Victorian station. Closed in 1969, it was saved from ruin and transformed into this popular creative space for the community.
The core offering centres around film, food and art. So when you walk in the door, we've got a huge award-winning cafe. We've got 3 gallery spaces, so we're a huge home of art as well. We've got a 3-screen independent cinema, and then various kind of independent artisan businesses. Whatever your age is, there's something here for you.
A lovely place to come. I'd definitely come back in here a lot. Definitely.
After a wet but worthwhile whistle-stop tour of Richmond, it's back to the job in hand. For our next property stop, we're hopping just across the northern county border, making our way to the County Durham village of Barningham. With easy access to the Dales, this rural conservation village has a close-knit community of around 60 homes centred on the village green. At their fingertips, residents have a village hall, a well-stocked shop, a Grade 2 listed pub, and for something a bit more special, award-winning tea rooms. Just a 5-minute walk from it all is this handsome detached stone property which began life as 3 separate homes.
Wow, it's huge.
It is huge.
And also quirky.
There is a lot to try and understand with this one. We think it dates back to about 1620, and then has had various bits added onto it, as you can see.
We like quirky as well, so it'd be really interesting to see.
And I'm not going to lie, it is a project.
Okay.
From the outside, it just looks an amazing property. It does look incredible.
I think we should get on with it.
I think we should.
Come and have a look.
This beautiful country house sure does have immense visual appeal, and inside there's over 3,000 square feet of potential. The ground floor has 3 reception rooms, and we're starting off in the one closest to the front door.
What do we think?
It's very grand. Look at that fireplace.
The height of the ceilings and everything.
I mean, this to me certainly has a kind of late Georgian feel.
This is an add-on to the main property, is it not?
It is. It is, but this property has been added onto many times, as you will see, because not only does it go up another floor or 2, it also goes down a floor.
You're talking wine cellar here, or...?
Wine cellar is along the right lines.
OK.
That's all I'm saying.
Right. OK.
Let's keep exploring. Obviously, the hallway here, sort of grand staircase, I guess. Down there is the sort of cellar, etc. We'll get to that in a moment. And then in here, well, another similar-sized room, another lovely fireplace.
Fireplace again.
Similar feel again, you know, the same sort of thing.
But, you know, it's all about the scale of what's on offer.
We're near halfway round, aren't we?
Not yet.
Yeah. OK.
The kitchen, you would absolutely, I think, start again with that.
OK.
However, downstairs, You mentioned wine cellar. Brace yourself, my
Okay.
friend.
Okay.
So here we are then. You wanted to be close to the pub.
Hey,
There's your bar.
we have a bar at home already, but that's not as grand as that one.
Oh, look at this.
Come over, take a seat, why not? I mean, you know,
It's a man cave.
your own private little pub.
Okay, I'm speechless.
Would you keep this as a pub?
I think it probably would be. Yeah.
Yeah.
Moving back up through the house, there's yet another reception room on the ground floor, as well as a study. Now, Sharon and Tony's love of climbing could come in handy here. Up the sweeping stairway, they'll find a family bathroom to serve 4 bedrooms, all featuring sash windows. 2 large rooms sit to the front, with 2 at the rear, including the principal room, which comes with a spectacular view.
Oh, wow.
I just keep shaking my head. I don't know what we would do with it.
It's like Great Expectations.
You see Miss Havisham sitting in the corner somewhere.
Oh, my.
Fantastic.
Well, there's no sign of Dickens' jilted bride here, but 1 floor up there is a converted loft. Now a large storage space, plus 2 rooms, both looking out over far-reaching countryside.
Now, the historic features of this property extend not just to the fireplaces and the shutters, it's also got one of these. Look at that, an original thunderbox, complete with timber system.
Outside at the rear, there's scope to create a beautiful garden with an area of lawn, along with vegetable beds and a patio.
Well, at least you're still smiling.
Big smiles. Big smiles.
Goodness me, there's a lot to take in up there, isn't there?
There is.
Certainly is, yes.
The potential is amazing. It's incredible.
While we're here, let's think about how much this is going to be on the market for.
I think that's going to be top of our budget even before you do any work. I think that's 500,000.
£500,000, yeah?
Well, knowing the amount of work that it needs, 420.
£420,000.
Yes.
I think your instinct is probably right. However, this is currently on the market for £470,000.
Okay.
And I think when it is all done and dusted, it will be closer to what you suggested.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
At £470,000, this detached stone house comes with 4 reception rooms, a basement pub, 6 bedrooms and a garden waiting to be transformed. And it's situated in a friendly village.
I felt that we were in for a treat because it was such a huge property. It was too good to be true.
When we first walked in through the door, we straight away realised that there was a massive project needed. And that was in room 1. It's beyond our capabilities and beyond
Yes.
our desires as well. But
Yes.
this is a fantastic building that could be brilliant.
If you want to call this magnificent part of God's own country home, here's some local intel to see you on your way. Priced at around £407,000, the average cost of a detached property in North Yorkshire is pretty good value, being less than the £454,000 figure for the whole of England. Now, this is good news, but take heed, because there are some rules and regulations in place when buying in the Dales. Within the Town and Country Planning Act, Section 106 restricts who can live in certain newly built or newly renovated properties within the national park, as a local estate agent can clarify.
Richard, there are many people I meet who want to move here and make this part of the world their new home, but talk us through now this restriction, the Section 106.
Section 106. If it's a national park situation, you have to live or work in a national park, or have a child at school in the national park. The only alternative is if you're retired or returning to the national park, you have a case as well. It's trying to retain the labour force in the area, the youngsters in the area as well, and it's important because it's keeping communities together.
But also, I suppose, it's helping to outlaw the ghost villages, which have just become full of second homes and holiday lets.
Yeah, exactly that. But it's not every house, it's only certain ones, and the National Parks Authority imposed that, and it sort of works.
But despite some properties having that Section 106 applied to them, the good news, as I'm sure you will reassure me, is that there is plenty of property here for anybody else who wants to move into the area. You just need to choose wisely.
You need to choose very wisely. Who wouldn't want to live here?
Well, exactly.
Even on a poor day, it's lovely.
Says the agent.
That's it. That's it.
Here are some more of our Dale's top property picks. This Grade 2 listed character cottage features flagstone floors plus exposed stonework and beams. It comes with 2 bedrooms, a pretty cottage garden and panoramic views. It's on the market for just under £350,000. On a larger scale, this handsome 4-bed double-fronted property is surrounded by its own gardens, rolling countryside, and also comes with a shepherd's hut. The property interior has a pretty pastel decor and it's priced at £650,000. And if you're planning a short stay, how about a visit with a difference? This underground hideaway on a working farm has areas in which to relax, eat and sleep. Short breaks start from £400 for a minimum of 3 nights in low season, and dogs are welcome too.
Well, we have one more day of house hunting to come, of course, and I'm thinking back to when I first met Sharon and Tony. They seemed very clear that the location of their new home was in more ways more important than the property itself. And certainly after everything we saw yesterday, I think it's clear they want something that has a cosy feel with all mod cons, but which has ready access to all of this gorgeous landscape. And that is where our final offering, our mystery house, comes in, because I think it meets all of those criteria and more.
We're travelling into the heart of the Yorkshire Dales National Park itself, to the village of Buckden, resting amongst the hills of Wharfdale. I've brought Sharon and Tony to see what could be on their doorstep if they move here.
Isn't this a picture?
It's
beautiful.
Absolutely fabulous.
It's not bad, is it?
Oh, it's incredible.
Well, what a way to start our day. I mean, being able to access this landscape from your front door, Tony, I mean, that's the dream, isn't it?
The smile's just got wide. This is amazing.
Well, here's the thing. If you like our mystery house, you can walk to it from here.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness.
So I'm going to go ahead to our final offering, have a little look around. Meanwhile, you can have a wander up here, and I'll see you at our mystery house.
Really looking forward to it, yeah.
Go on then.
Thank you.
Great, thank
I'm
you.
sure you know the way. So you see.
Thank you.
Along with the money can't buy scenery here, money can buy a drink or two in the local, a cosy Georgian coaching inn for both dogs and their humans. There's also a village store and walks galore.
Well, I think it's safe to say we've already scored highly when it comes to the location of our mystery house. Sharon and Tony absolutely love this part of the Dales, and so they might. Buckden itself as a village is picture postcard perfect. Plus, it's also got a pub they can walk to. But let's have a quick look at our mystery property.
It's this detached stone house, and let me tell you, there's more here than meets the eye.
So one of the distinguishing features of our mystery house is that, as you can see, it is something of an upside-down affair. What's more, it is the smallest property of the week that I'm going to show Sharon and Tony. But as you can see, small as it is perfectly formed and beautifully finished. Fingers crossed, this property, combined with its location, may just be what they're looking for.
Well, let's find out as we reconvene curbside.
Well done. You managed to find me.
We did.
You've clearly been wandering around the village, getting a sense of it.
Yes, we have, yes.
It's got everything we want.
Hasn't it?
Perfect.
It's lovely.
That's why we're here, and that's why we've decided to select this as our mystery house. There you go. What do you reckon?
That looks fabulous.
It does look incredible.
It has only recently been remodelled and reconfigured, making it upside down.
Oh,
okay.
OK. Come on, let's see what you reckon.
OK.
Come and have a look.
This Yorkshire Dales gem might not look like one, but it is in fact a barn conversion. We're entering into what was once a garage, now a wide hallway with a ground floor sitting room.
On the spec, this is one of the 3 bedrooms it comes with.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right. Bifold doors out to the patio, etc.
This is fabulous, it really is. And it's all that natural light, and it is something that I enjoy. And
Good start.
That view out there as well.
As I said to you on the outside, this is an upside-down house, so all the bedrooms are on this floor.
Oh, okay, yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's have a quick look.
Okay.
So this is the biggest of the 2, I would say, dedicated bedrooms that are here.
Okay.
Obviously, this is a double. Next door is currently set up as a twin, and then they all share the newly appointed family shower room.
It's a good size.
It's great, it's good.
This floor is functional, but it's what they've done upstairs that I think really makes this property sing, and I'm sure you will like what you find.
Okay.
Come and have a look.
Okay.
Here we are then. Come on in to the kitchen, diner, living.
Oh, wow. That's a lovely setup, isn't it?
Yeah? Is this enough, Tony?
I think so, yeah.
Is this the lounge space?
Well, it spills out into the conservatory. Let's have a look at that.
Okay.
So I was
Probably
thinking
makes sense
the
of it.
kitchen could extend out, perhaps, if not, but we'll
Have
see.
a look in here.
Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness.
We like?
Oh,
That's amazing.
really, I'm blown away.
I think you'd spend most of your time in here, actually.
I think you would.
And cosy up in there.
It's just incredible.
The outsiders come in. You are sitting here, you are in the hills. I did wonder whether the downsize would be difficult, but to be honest, I want to make it happen because of this.
It doesn't get any better. It really doesn't.
Shall we pop out to the garden?
Yeah.
Yes.
Come on.
Yes.
Outside, there's an area for parking at the front and at the back, a beautiful patio garden. Surrounded by borders of flowers and plants, a vegetable garden, and a lush sea of green as far as the eye can see.
Isn't it tranquil?
It's beautiful.
Beautiful.
It's stunning, isn't it? It really is an eye-opener.
And I think we could make this work for the dog. You know, we'd have to rejig it.
Yeah.
This is the hills coming into our garden.
Let's have a think about whether you want to afford our mystery house, shall we?
Oh, I don't know. I'm going to say 440,000.
£440,000, Sharon said optimistically. There's a clue.
I think it's going to be close to our budget. I think it's probably 490.
£490,000. Here's the truth of it. On the market for £495,000.
Oh, okay.
Because of where it is,
Location.
we're in the
Yes.
heart of the park here as well.
Priced just under budget at £495,000, our mystery house, a stone barn conversion, has turned things upside down. It has the potential for 3 bedrooms downstairs and an open-plan kitchen and living space upstairs, leading to a fabulous conservatory. There's a charming patio garden with stunning views, all set within the national park.
I was hoping that we were going to come into the hills, and by goodness we have. We have.
Yeah.
This house is just tremendous. It's beautifully decorated and it's bringing the outdoors in.
The location, though, is just, you know, what we've got behind us.
Just so peaceful and exactly where we want to be.
Fantastic property.
Let's take our time wandering back through the village, shall we? Before we leave this place. Come on.
Thank you.
You see, I can just see you here.
I really want to make it happen.
I think I surely must be one of Yorkshire's biggest fans, and every year, along with around 140,000 other Yorkshire disciples, I descend on the Great Yorkshire Show in Harrogate, which pays homage to this wonderful region, celebrating its food, countryside and agriculture.
Hello, how are you?
Hello, good, thanks to you.
All right, good, thank you. I love this show.
In its 165th year, there are 1,100 stands on the 200-acre site, trading over 4 days in July. Charles Mills is show director, and after 9 years at the helm, it's his final year running the show.
Charles, it's great to meet you again. It's a fantastic moment, isn't it, in Yorkshire's agricultural calendar? Well, England's agricultural calendar. It's an enormous event.
It is. The finest show in the country.
Yeah, as you would say, sir. It's a lovely way for those perhaps who aren't involved in agriculture to come here and get a sense of just how important agriculture is to the country and the economy.
That's right. It's a celebration of everything countryside is this. But we try to keep agriculture and the countryside at its heart.
But what you see here is the best of the best. The livestock that is paraded around these rings, you know, coming away with a red ribbon. If you do it here, you've absolutely arrived, haven't you?
Winning is something you can't value. It is it gets into the heart, you might say.
Absolutely. So this is your final year of being show director?
Yeah, a big element of sadness, but life moves on, and I want it to be a celebration of those 9 years for me.
Yeah.
There's a real buzz here, but it's the animals that are the stars of the show, with some 8,500 showing up and showing off. A bit like me.
Can we have a picture?
Hello, how are you?
Good, we watched you all the way from Hong Kong.
No way!
We do, yeah, we
Wow.
just arrived yesterday.
We're filming Escape here. Hello!
Hi.
How are you?
And I'm so pleased to see you.
Well, I'm very pleased to see you too, Mum.
Good.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you.
Well, I can't come to the Great Yorkshire Show and not catch up with some old mates. And here's two of my favourite lads in the whole world.
Jules, how you doing?
Good to see you, mate.
Yeah.
Hang on a
minute.
I've got an escaped pig here. He's just wanting to eat the grass.
Livestock farmers and brothers, Rob and Dave Nicholson, are here to show their prize animals.
What are you doing, though, Farmer Dave, with that pig?
Well, we've got to guide this pig through the little bridge, and it just shows the skill that's required to move it along.
There's clearly a lot of fun to be had, but, you know, it does matter, doesn't it? Winning here at the Great Yorkshire Show, going home with a ribbon.
A red rosette, Jules, here is worth £1 million. They're so hard to come by.
If your animal can win, you know, it's a once in a lifetime.
The competition is fierce, but there's also a lot of respect, a friendly rivalry.
I think people come here, Jules, they come and socialise, make new memories and have a fantastic time.
What I like best is the socialising.
Yeah.
That beer tent is great on a night.
Well, do you want to go and get after your pigs?
See you later.
You can earn your pint later.
I shouldn't laugh. I think I'm about to get roped in.
Jules, would you like to maybe have a little go at pig wrangling?
Go on then.
Yeah.
I've done many things on a farm, but never pig wrangling.
Yeah.
Try and keep in line with the shoulders.
No, not
It's over
that
the
way,
shoulders.
Jules. This way.
This way. Right, so if I go that way...
We'll see you later. Just pop
Yeah.
it back in the pen when you've done.
There's a sty down there for him, Jules, when you're finished.
We'll see you in the beer tent.
Bye.
I think I might be here for some time. This is not as easy as it looks.
Don't give up the day job, I hear you cry.
That pig will bring him home when it's had enough.
I think it's your round.
Come on.
There's more to this than you think. Help! Well, we're getting there. We're getting somewhere. Go on, go on, go on, go on. Hey! Thank you so much. It was all the pig.
Well, I think it's fair to say I didn't make a total pig's ear of that after all. This year, there are over 12,000 entries to be judged in categories including livestock, food and artisan crafts. One of the judges is vet and TV personality Peter Wright, who cut his teeth working with Alf White, aka James Herriot, in the 1980s.
I mean, this is home for you, isn't it, really, as a vet?
Well, not only as a vet, Jules, I'm on home territory here and I'm amongst people that I love really.
When you look around the show and you see, you know, the next generation of young farmers behind us, it's really encouraging, isn't it, when you think about the future of British farming, because here you can see it.
It's very encouraging, Jules. I've just been handing rosettes out to young handlers. You feel that, yes, British agriculture, British farming is alive and well. This is the heartbeat of it here at the Great Yorkshire Show.
You know, people love Yorkshire. There's a spirit to it and an identity to it that seems to be readily accessible.
We've got absolutely everything here. We've got the countryside, we've got the animals, but most of all, we've got the people. And I think when you look at the show, that typifies it here, the friendliness of everybody involved.
And as I am doing, and as you're doing as well, a great place to meet old friends. The sense of community is clear.
Absolutely. And I would class you in that category, Jules.
Oh, mate.
Old. Good to see you.
You too, mate. Well, I think it's fair to say that on the surface, at least, our house search this week might have seemed quite calm and collected, but I do know only too well that underneath the surface there has been running quite a busy stream of emotion. That's because this really matters to Tony and Sharon. They are determined to make this move, and they are determined that Yorkshire will be their new home. So have we managed to do it? Let's find out. Well, how are we doing then?
Very well, thank you.
Good,
yes.
I think. Still smiling. That's always a good sign at the end of a busy week of house hunting. So, in the heart of the Dales, our mystery house, my goodness me, have we done it?
Well, the location was just absolutely perfect. In fact, I am starting to well up again now.
Oh my goodness, oh my goodness.
We stepped out of the car and you couldn't do anything other than admire the views.
And I said to you, and I'd love to be able to just sit in the garden and look at the views, look at the hills, and that one has provided it, yeah.
We know we've got to make some compromises, but I think we're so struck by the location, the property, we're going to seriously consider those compromises.
Certainly a lot of discussions to be had.
Well, it's been my absolute pleasure. I do genuinely love this part of the world. It's where my family originally came from, Yorkshire, way back when. And clearly, this is where you should be. As always, please let us know how you get on, and fingers crossed we can come back and see you in your new Yorkshire home sometime soon.
That'd be lovely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, I said at the beginning of this house search that one of the most intriguing features about Tony and Sharon's desire to move here was their deep emotional connection to this landscape, and we've seen that bubble up over the last few days. But my goodness me, what a journey for them it has been. They started coming here 40 years ago, and every successive visit has just piled on the pressure to finally get to a point where they could call this place home. And now finally they are well on their way to doing just that. And when you look around here at the hills and the stories they contain, no wonder they fell in love with it. I'll see you next time.
Sharon and Tony didn't end up going for our mystery house, but they fell so head over heels in love with the area, they've had an offer accepted on another house just a stone's throw away. We wish them the very best with their new life in the Dales. If you would like to escape to the country in England, Northern Ireland, Scotland or Wales and need our help, why not apply online at bbc.co.uk/take part.